许多华人把 EB-5移民签证呢看作是一个门槛很低的移民发达国家的首选途径。那么具体它的资金要求是多少呢？今天我们为您请来的是王明武律师事务所的移民律师 Cameron 呢，来请他给我们解答一下。Cameron, welcome to the program.
Thank you, David.
So some people call this $1 million green card. How much do you really need to invest in the EB-5?
Generally, in order to do an EB-5, you need $1 million capital investment, which is why I guess the term $1 million green card came about. Right. That's anywhere in the country, whether you're in Hawaii, North Dakota, California. If you have $1 million invested in your EB-5 project, you've met the requirement. Mm-hmm. Now, however, there are other areas where you may not have to spend $1 million. If you're in a rural or a targeted unemployment area, you only have to invest $500,000. Now, I know a lot of people might think, oh, well, I'll just go in the middle of Oakland and invest $500,000.
Well, that's a 50% discount.
That's a 50% discount. But
yeah.
The problem with that is that while certain areas may have higher unemployment, they look at the region in general. Right. And a big city will generally not qualify, and it definitely doesn't qualify for a rural area. Because you have a lot of incomes that are stratified in a city setting. So while there might be some unemployment in some areas, other areas where the executives live are not going to be as high unemployment. So they look at the region itself in order to determine whether it's a targeted unemployment area, which is defined as 150% of the unemployment rate under federal standards, or a rural area outside of the city, because those areas tend to have people that are looking for jobs.
But do they care where the money came from? If it's just as long as I can show I have $500,000?
Immigration says that your money has to come from a legitimate source.
Right.
And I always ask this when I have EB-5 consultations and any clients. Where is your money coming from? Is it coming from a drug dealer? Is it money being laundered? Well, usually the answer is no, but immigration requires that your immigration investment money come from a legitimate source, a bank, investments, collateral, things that you own in your name, so that immigration knows that if we're giving this person a 2-year conditional card, they're going to be able to follow through over the next 2 years. And it's not going to look bad on the United States government that they're allowing people with illegal funds to come over with EB-5.
So the $500,000 is the minimum requirement for initial investment. There's some other fees involved. What are the things I have to think about when I get involved in the EB-5? There are other fees I have to pay, right?
The most important thing you're going to have to pay is the government fees, which are at least $6,400, just payable for your application fee to USCIS. Yeah. Just the paperwork, as in the filing fee. Like any other immigration petition, it's going to cost money to file. That's how USCIS gets paid. The other issue you're going to have is that with the regional center, there are certain managerial fees that are not going to count because of the lowered investment and lower managerial time that you're going to be delegating out to somebody else. In addition, every attorney is going to charge attorney fees for EB-5 because they're a long, drawn-out process. You'll get different types of attorney calculations. Some will do it on a flat rate, some will do it on an hourly rate. But in addition to your initial investment of $500,000 or $1 million, you're also going to have to pay your attorney to appear for you, to review your business plan, to really get involved in the day-to-day operations that USCIS requires.
Well, thank you so much, Cameron, for your time.
本资讯由王明武律师事务所赞助提供。